Yeah. Council, good morning and pom to saying.
And I don't know who you now swear.
I did the young kwache. Now, me tell one card ache.
But me boy Abaso for the fantastic work with this girl I'm saying, I believe these are some of the things that purposeful journalism will have to bring about. Now, what my issues are of national concern, I believe you have done a huge work, and I have to commend you for that.
Thank you, Council. Ya damon so much and ye moon crunch. You go so ya boapi mama Ghana corner. Na anopay Article 97 of the 1992 Constitution. A dear neka pote, and then at the point where we are, Ora Haruna Idris say beginning today or call Aquaco file a motion to ensure say 4 members of parliament, 1 coming from the NDC and then 3 coming from the NPP, no, one will be to me declare those seats no vacant. I mean, in law and in our constitution, what is really there? SSA Ghana for Yatri Yadrin Ecoso.
Okay.
Kessben.
Young issue we know about the year a little bit complicated. I'm saying it's complicated because you're a president. This case we will be a EAB and if I can be so, I determine the fate of that particular person. If we are having a similar situation recurring, and now I believe, say, indeed, if we say a mamre and a money, it is something that would have been done, and so we can just follow that way, Now, yeah. Honestly, when initially Professor Bakokui Ede ruling a buyer, I personally was not happy with it because my understanding of the provision had been to the effect to say the Paprono
Kessben
or court parliament, for a certain term. That is, he goes there for 4 years.
Yes. So
this issue of the person leaving the party and going to another party, if that thing will have to happen during that term, our parliament, So, for instance, if that person came to parliament in 2017, the person is supposed to finish parliament in 2020 and 2021, January 6th.
Exactly.
Now, if the person is going to do anything now, a big impact on the status as a member of parliament during 2017 to 2021, and now, to me, Article 97 1G, Eka Wansem. I hope that's what I'm saying.
Yes, I do meet you, pal.
Good. But there have been superior arguments which are now making me take another look at how I was interpreting the Constitution as at then. Now, what I am coming to appreciate is that, yes, that person came to Parliament on the ticket of a particular party. For whatever reason, the party decides that it is going to withdraw that recognition. Nobody must any background one. It means the person cannot continue being a member of the party view.
Okay, but Council, for the purposes of education, one more 8 years into Mamenkai Article 97 of the 1992 Constitution. Now, I placing the emphasis on a year G, na yeni home common. Now, 97 clause 1 says a member of parliament shall vacate his seat in parliament, A, upon a dissolution of parliament, B, if he is elected as Speaker of Parliament, C, if he is absent without permission in writing of the Speaker, and he is unable to offer a reasonable explanation to the Parliamentary Committee on Privileges from 15 sittings of a meeting of Parliament during any period that Parliament has summoned to meet and continue to meet. D, if he is expelled from Parliament after having been found guilty of contempt of Parliament by a committee of Parliament. Or E, if any circumstances arise such that if he were not a member of parliament would cause him to be disqualified or ineligible for election under Article 94 of this Constitution. F, if he resigns from office as a member of parliament by writing under his hand an address to the speaker. Or G, if he leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his selection to parliament to join another party or seeks to remain in parliament as an independent member. And I think this provision under the G quite clear enough for all of us to understand. And
yes, there are certain expressions.
Yes,
where you want as I said, yes.
Okay.
The first one is if he wants to remain in parliament. So what it means is that action of yours, right? If you take it, it will not qualify you to remain in parliament. That activity of yours, and that affect parliament at the time, Now, when you look at these people, age now, their activities will not affect the tenure of office
Kessben.
for this particular section of parliament. I hope you understand me.
Now, guys, hold on, sir.
So let me go back.
Yes.
The American say, if you read the 97(1)
Yes.
or Sinipa Chrono, say a basse of a free party, and then about parliament, of a free party. Now, I don't party for whatever can answer.
Yes.
Now, sir, I wafano, or any year, or better say, or better also at parliament. You understand what I'm saying? So if you are in MPP, if you came on the ticket of the MPP, you cannot go and join the NDC and remain a member of parliament. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly the point.
And it is time noir as a member of parliament, and no one said me come. Near and you know my yabo mudi and nay almost someone above to say and no say almost per se parliament will move to say no that parliament parliament for no a bebano and almost young way you must say Embrano 97(1) it is in respect of the subsisting parliament, Parliament the can't want him to see
yes, but council may draw attention to the last paragraph of 1G. Now, or say, okay, but I mean kind it entirely. Or say, if he leaves the party of which he was a member at the time of his selection, and the party would Gina so edeba mrashe bedwam say we free mu at the time I was a member of parliament and no one to join another party or seeks to remain in parliament as an independent member.
Precisely.
Either say we're free in the party I join the party for fraud. And now say we want the party but one person will be an independent member.
You see, there's no disjunctive a friend saying word or
okay,
which means that we and not we and not we. But when it is a continuum, no action now all taking it should result in a particular thing.
Okay.
Right? But some before we almost take it say it does not result in that. It does not result in anything at the current parliament, It is in respect of the parliament which is to come after this particular one. I hope you understand me.
Yes, and filing their nominations. Okay.
So that is how we will look at it. But after say why and where you know, what is your status in your party? Because who party can say a basse who free your party anymore.
Kessben.
Not a joining another party, and I said, we ye be a year different from me, a young party, ye can want someone. You will be dismissed from the party. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So the question is that when the person now, your sponsor, no, it is missing one, that the sponsorship still hold. And I'll answer my question. Say, no, that sponsorship does not hold. Because you go there as an NDC member of parliament or as an MPP member of parliament. Because you go there on the ticket of a particular party. So if that particular ticket of the party, is withdrawn by you being sacked or dismissed from the party, you cannot continue to remain in parliament on that party's ticket, which has dismissed you.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I don't me and not make her say. I was also listening and researching, and I think there's a superior argument, and it is in respect of the fact to say Nipa Krono or yes something which is counter to what the party is saying, and for which reason that person will have been dismissed from the party. Right?
That is great. Now, establishing a prima facie for the AC in November 7th. So, Speaker Professor Mark Aaron Kwe, before Obama judgment, he said, one, we're receiving a petition from the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, indicating, say, Ora Esiama at the time or no, he has lost his membership of the party because he was contesting in the upcoming election as an independent candidate. Now, in all of this, there's a precedent. Can we look at that same precedent as a premier facie establishes? Nayenkasi, based on this article and based on provisions of G, say, and Haruna Idrisu MOV motion now, all these people must fall, victims to this particular provisions of the Constitution.
On the face of it, Abase Haruna Ebubusa motion we are.
Yes.
And he is able to say that, to the best of his knowledge, these people have filed as independent candidates. And now somebody who came in there as an independent candidate. And maybe a bit dicey. Because he didn't come there on the ticket of any particular party.
Okay.
He came there as an individual, as independent. Right?
Yeah.
So he must be seen to have flouted the sponsorship that he had, as an independent. But to the extent that he's an independent, it is taking, say, Quentin Crow. So he cannot be brought in the soup of the other three, So the argument is that for the two MPP gentlemen and then the one NDC guy, the system can go against them because they are not doing something which is in support of their party.
Okay.
And to that extent, they could be considered to have left their party. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Exactly. And I don't know establish clearly at the
Yes. So if you have left your party, then you cannot continue to be in parliament because that ticket on which you came to parliament, will have been forfeited. But in the case of Asiama is an independent candidate. So it is not going to be a matter of saying, he has flouted the ticket upon which he came. Probably another person will also say, okay, he didn't have any particular group with BR, but he came there on a particular ticket. Right? He came there on a particular ticket. And once he has also gone contrary to that ticket now or bar, he could also be considered just along the lines of the other three.
Yes, but on only any debatable, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I've given the two scenarios. One, he may not be affected by this, but there could be the other counter argument to say, yes, he may not have, but he had a group of people who identified with him as an independent. And that's the reason for which they voted for him. So they didn't vote for him as an MPP or NDC, but they voted for him because he was an independent person. So he also has a group, and that is the independent group, no? So he cannot also lead that independent group.
And Council, what can you say, no? What free G, no? 97.1G. Now about 97.1H. I mean, I think, sir, it answers your suspicion and the questions you are raising. Now, H, say, if he was elected as a member of parliament, as an independent candidate, and joins a political party. So now, Esiama became a member of parliament as an independent candidate. Now, he's opting to join the new patriotic party. And for that reason, by provisions under Article 97.1H, he forfeits, his seat as a member of parliament. And the provision under H, are quite clearer.
Yes. Yeah, so those are the guys, but as I'm saying, he could argue, he can wriggle his way.
Okay.
But the other three need it's a hopeless situation.
Interesting. But in any case, what will be the impact on Ghana's parliament? Just about 51 or 52 days more to elections. Any impact, Anna?
Oh, not necessarily, because I believe that whatever the NPP wants to do now, it will have done it already.
Okay.
Right? But it will just go in the history books to say a party which entered as the majority now exists as a minority. And they will be part of our history, our parliamentary history. Yes.
I see. That's all. I don't pay my now for your in-depth knowledge. I only yache. I don't pay. I'm
take care, sir.
That means sure. And lawyer Paul me, constitutional lawyer. Me lawyer Zufia.